Owning a dog can be one of the most rewarding experiences in life. Their loyalty, companionship, and unconditional love bring immense joy to many people. However, as with any significant responsibility, there are challenges that come with having a dog, and sometimes the reality of pet ownership can be more demanding than anticipated. While dogs undoubtedly offer numerous benefits, they also come with a variety of potential drawbacks that prospective dog owners should consider before making the decision to bring a dog into their lives. The worst things about owning a dog are often related to time commitment, financial expenses, behavioral issues, and the impact on lifestyle. While these challenges are not necessarily deal breakers for everyone, they are important to acknowledge for anyone contemplating dog ownership. But first, a brief intermission to remind you to sign up today to become a premium member of the Top 5 channel for exclusive content and bonus perks. And now, back to our programming. One of the most significant challenges of owning a dog is the time commitment required for their care. Dogs are social animals that require daily attention, exercise, and mental stimulation. Unlike other pets, such as fish or small rodents, dogs cannot be left alone for long periods without experiencing distress or becoming bored. A dog needs to be fed, exercised, groomed, and provided with regular veterinary care. For many people, especially those with demanding jobs, children, or other responsibilities, finding the time to care for a dog can be a serious challenge. Regular walks are a necessity for most dogs, and some breeds require more exercise than others. For example, active breeds like Border Collies or Labrador Retrievers may need hours of physical activity each day, which can be exhausting and time-consuming for their owners. The need for constant attention and care can interfere with an individual's social life, travel plans, or ability to engage in spontaneous activities. Furthermore, when you own a dog, your daily schedule becomes more rigid as you must plan your time around your dog's needs. Another aspect of dog ownership that many people find challenging is the financial cost associated with having a dog. While dogs can be relatively inexpensive to care for, depending on the breed, their expenses can add up quickly. The initial cost of acquiring a dog, whether through adoption or purchase, can be significant, especially if you choose to buy a purebred dog from a breeder. However, the ongoing costs of dog ownership are where the financial burden truly begins to mount. These costs include food, grooming, veterinary care, pet insurance, training, and various supplies such as toys, bedding, leashes, and crates. A high-quality dog food that meets your pet's nutritional needs can be expensive, especially for larger dogs or those with special dietary requirements. Additionally, regular veterinary visits, vaccinations, flea and tick treatments, and dental care can also add to the financial burden. Some dogs, particularly those with pre-existing health conditions or certain breeds prone to specific diseases, may require more frequent or expensive medical care. In addition to routine care, emergency medical expenses, such as surgeries or treatment for injuries or illnesses, can be financially overwhelming for some owners. Pet insurance is often recommended to help cover medical expenses, but premiums for insurance can add another layer of financial strain. For some dog owners, the costs of maintaining their pet can become a source of stress, especially if they are not prepared for the long-term financial obligations that come with dog ownership. Beyond the financial and time commitments, dogs also require a lot of emotional investment. A dog is a living being with needs, desires, and emotions, and caring for them often demands significant emotional energy. The bond between a dog and its owner is powerful, and the emotional attachment that develops can make the challenges of dog ownership more intense. Dogs depend on their owners for comfort, security, and affection. And when they are sick, anxious, or in distress, it can be emotionally draining for the owner to watch them suffer. For example, a dog that is experiencing separation anxiety or behavioral problems may require hours of training, reassurance, and patience, which can be emotionally taxing for an owner. Similarly, dealing with a dog that is in pain due to illness or injury can be heartbreaking, and the emotional toll of witnessing a pet's suffering can lead to feelings of helplessness. The decision to say goodbye to a beloved dog due to old age or illness is one of the most difficult emotional experiences for many pet owners. The grief and sorrow that accompany the loss of a dog can be profound, as they often become a cherished member of the family. While the emotional rewards of having a dog are immeasurable, it is important to recognize that the emotional investment involved in dog ownership can be both joyful and painful. One of the most common issues faced by dog owners is behavioral problems, which can make living with a dog challenging. Dogs, like people, have individual personalities, and some may have behavior problems that make them difficult to manage. For example, some dogs may develop destructive behaviors, such as chewing on furniture, shoes, or other household items. This behavior can be frustrating and costly, as it can damage belongings and create additional work for the owner. Dogs that chew excessively may require professional training or behavior modification, which can take time and patience. Another common issue is housebreaking problems. Puppies, in particular, may struggle with housebreaking, which can lead to accidents in the house and require constant attention and cleaning. Even adult dogs, especially those who have not been properly trained, may have accidents inside, which can be frustrating for owners and lead to unpleasant odors in the home. Barking is another common behavioral problem. While barking is a natural form of communication for dogs, excessive barking, especially when it occurs at inappropriate times, such as during the night or when guests arrive, can be disruptive and difficult to manage. Dogs that bark excessively may require training and behavior modification techniques, but overcoming the behavior can be time-consuming and requires consistency. Another significant challenge related to dog ownership is one dealing with allergies. Many people are allergic to dogs, and their symptoms can range from mild, sneezing, itchy eyes, to severe respiratory issues, asthma attacks. In households where one or more members have dog allergies, owning a dog can become problematic. Even hypoallergenic breeds, which are bred to produce fewer allergens, may still trigger allergic reactions in sensitive individuals. Additionally, pet hair, dander, and saliva can accumulate in the home, making it difficult to maintain a clean and allergen-free environment. For families with young children, elderly members, or individuals with respiratory conditions, allergies can pose significant health risks, making dog ownership a challenge for those affected. Traveling and vacations can also become more complicated when you have a dog. For dog owners who enjoy traveling, the need to make arrangements for their pet's care can be a major inconvenience. Whether it's finding a pet sitter, booking a stay at a kennel, or arranging for a trusted friend or family member to care for the dog, these logistical challenges can add stress to the travel planning process. In some cases, traveling with a dog may not even be feasible, especially if the dog is nervous or has a history of being disruptive in public places. Airlines and other travel companies often have strict regulations regarding pet travel, which can add additional costs and complexities to your trip. This can limit your freedom and spontaneity when it comes to travel, as you may have to plan around your dog's needs and find accommodations that allow pets. Health risks also come with dog ownership. Dogs can carry diseases that are transmissible to humans, known as zoonotic diseases. These include illnesses such as Lyme disease, rabies, and parasites like ticks and fleas. While these risks are relatively rare and can be minimized with proper veterinary care, hygiene, and preventive measures, they are still an important consideration for dog owners. In addition, some breeds are prone to specific health problems that can require costly veterinary care and may lead to emotional and financial strain. For example, certain breeds may suffer from joint issues, heart conditions, or breathing problems, requiring ongoing treatment and care. Lastly, the impact on social life can be another challenge of dog ownership. Dogs, particularly those with behavioral issues or health problems, can limit the owner's ability to participate in social events or outings. If your dog is not well behaved around other people or animals, you may find it difficult to take them to gatherings, restaurants, or other social environments. Additionally, dog ownership can require you to prioritize your dog's needs over your own social activities. For people who enjoy spontaneous outings or travel, the presence of a dog can limit their ability to act freely, as they need to plan their schedules around the dog's care and ensure that someone is available to look after the dog when they're away. In conclusion, while owning a dog brings immense joy and companionship, it also comes with numerous challenges that must be carefully considered. From the time commitment and financial costs to behavioral issues and the emotional toll, owning a dog is a significant responsibility that requires dedication and preparation. While many of the difficulties associated with dog ownership can be overcome with training, proper care, and management, the reality of pet ownership is not always as glamorous as it may seem. Prospective dog owners should weigh these challenges carefully before making the decision to bring a dog into their lives, ensuring that they are fully prepared to provide a safe, loving, and stable environment for their new pet. Ultimately, while dogs offer immense love and loyalty, they also require considerable effort and commitment from their owners. Thanks for watching.